Good afternoon, Gills fans. Welcome back to the first match day live from Gills and the Blood TV of 2021. I hope that you all enjoyed your New Year's celebrations and did so in a safe environment. Plymouth today away is the first fixture of the new year for the Gills. Team news is in and three changes from Tuesday's insipid 3-1 defeat at Northampton. Out go Jack Tucker, somewhat surprisingly. Alex MacDonald and John Akindi. In come Declan Drysdale in the centre of defence. Jordan Graham is back from his hamstring problem and Verdane Oliver is fit enough to start. So team in full for the Gills is in a 4-2-3-1. Jack Bonham in goal. The back four of Ryan Jackson, Declan Drysdale, Connor Ogilvie and Tom O'Connor. A midfield pivot of Josh Eccles and Scott Robertson. Three in behind will be Carl Dempsey from the right. Robbie McKenzie in the number 10 and Jordan Graham from the left. And it's big Verdane Oliver up front as a centre forward. Substitutes bench today. We have more than we did on Tuesday, but still no substitute keeper. Apparently the rules state that even though Joe Walsh is having to self-isolate, we can't bring in another keeper on an emergency loan unless Jack Bonham gets injured, which for me is frankly stupid, but that is the hand we've been dealt and we have to roll with it. We're about 6 or 7 minutes from kickoff, so I'll bring you footage as and when it comes. 5 minutes gone, first corner of the game's gone to the home side. But in terms of territory, Gills have started pretty well. We're on the front foot first 3 or 4 minutes and almost created a half chance, almost accidentally. Carl Dempsey tried to play a 1-2 with Verdane Oliver. Defender cleared it, hit Dempsey and went just wide of the far post for a goal kick. But there's a chance here, half chance for Plymouth. Good block by Gills and the follow-up's been headed wide. But yeah, back to Gills. We started off pretty well, like I say, and there was a half chance for Carl Dempsey that went wide almost accidentally. Still goalless though, nearly 6 minutes played, pretty even right now. Half chance for the Gills, 14 minutes played. Verdane Oliver wins the first header. Carl Dempsey keeps the ball in on the left-hand side. It comes back to Tom O'Connor. Verdane Oliver continues his run into the box, beats the keeper to the ball on the edge of the 6-yard box. Can't control his header, that goes out for a goal kick. Still 0-0. It's another half chance for the Gills. It's another ball in from Tom O'Connor. Keeper doesn't deal with it again. Comes and punches. It goes right up in the air. Drops at the feet of Jordan Graham. Snapshot. Doesn't really catch it. Straight down the keeper's throat. Still 0-0. But keeper looks like you could get at him if you get crosses right under his crossbar and give Verdane Oliver something to aim at. But still 0-0. 15 played. First time we've really seen Jordan Graham one-on-one with a left back. Drop of the shoulder that we've come accustomed to. Gets onto his right foot. Good ball in, but the keeper claims it really well. 20 minutes played. Conditions are absolutely horrendous. It's absolutely battering it down. Few players from both sides have gone over. Maybe be a change of studs and a change of footwear at the break. But 20 minutes played, still pretty even. Plymouth have had more of the ball, but no real clear-cut chance for either side. Big moment in the game, and it's Plymouth's best two players trying to combine. It's Hardy and Mayer. Hardy gives it to Mayer, looks like he's going to pull the trigger, drags it back, gives Connor Ogilvie just the second he needs to get back in. Really good challenge, prevents a shot on goal and probably the opening goal. Still 0-0, 25 played. Pilgrims are starting to build up a head of steam. Another half chance, firstly a 1-2 on the edge of our box. Scott Robertson fails to pick the runner up off the second ball. Shot gets dragged wide, thankfully, from our point of view. Robertson, you can see on the replay, apologising to teammates. And then Danny Mayer, who's starting to have a bigger influence on the game as the half goes on. Ties Josh Eccles in knots down the inside left channel. It's good defending at the far post by Tommy O'Connor to put it out for a corner, which we've now got to defend. They've gone short. Ryan Jackson's done pretty well. Both ended up in a heap. They've ended up with the ball again, Plymouth here, but we should be able to defend this. Josh Eccles has done well. It's gone out for another corner. Still 0-0. Plymouth in the ascendancy in the last few minutes. Jordan Graham for the third time's got the left back isolated. Couple of drops to the shoulder. Gets a really good ball stood up to the far post. Verdane Oliver challenges. The ball then breaks out to the left-hand side. Carl Dempsey cuts in. Right-footed shot over the bar, but good moments for Gills. Commentators curse. 1-0 to Plymouth. Ball in from the left-hand side. Luke Jeffcott with a really smart finish inside of his left foot into the far post. Jack Bonham's got no chance, in all fairness. Just looking to see if we could do more. It's a good ball in. We don't pick up the run, unfortunately. It's not Tom O'Connor. He's at the goal and he's been attracted to the ball in the build-up. It's Grant with the ball in. Just looking at it now. It's good delivery. Scott Robertson again, unfortunately, at the far post. Lets the bloke run across him and it's a really good finish. 1-0 down and work to do now. Chance for the Gills and it comes from Plymouth overplaying at the back. Ball goes to Jordan Graham. Gets on that right foot again. Drops his shoulder. Cross come shot. Not sure whether it was going in at the far post, but the keeper's made a decent stop one-handed. It's the best we've seen of Gills in the last few minutes. Plymouth have been the better side generally. Probably just deserved their lead. 3 minutes to go until the break. Still 1-0 down. Half-time at Home Park, it's Plymouth who lead at the break by 1-0 courtesy of that strike from Luke Jeffcott. As I said earlier in the commentary, they probably deserved it based on the territory they've had in the game and the amount of ball that they've had. Gills have not been poor by all means, don't get me wrong, it's not been a bad performance. Work rate's there, the effort's there. We just switch off at vital times, unfortunately, and that's the risk that we run with young players. Like I said a couple of times, Scott Robertson is guilty of not tracking runners for the goal. We've been punished again. Looking back at the replay, I know there was a commentary comment from Peter Lloyd who said it's Connor Ogilvie at fault, but Connor Ogilvie can't see Luke Jeffcott running across the back of his shoulder. Scott Robertson can, filling in at left back, and just lets him run across him, and then by the time Connor Ogilvie reacted, it's too late. He's already having the shot. In terms of chances for us, there's been a few. Jordan Graham's got into some good position. Verdane Oliver unlucky with a header. Carl Dempsey with a snapshot as well that went over the bar. So we've not been without chances, but we need to improve second half. We need to be more clinical in the final third again. And I think there is a chance of us being able to do that. But we certainly need to tighten up in the middle of the park, where in midfield we just allow people to run through us a little bit too easily at times. Half-time, 1-0 to the home side. Well, whatever Steve Evans said to the players at half-time hasn't had a desired effect just yet. With 4 minutes into the second period, there's already been 2 last-ditch bits of defending from the Gills. Firstly, a ball in from the Plymouth right. Declan Drysdale tries to clear it, slaps it against the centre-forward. But credit to Drysdale, does really well as the centre-forward gets the ball out his feet, makes a really good last-ditch block. And then Jack Bonham's able to fall on the loose ball. And then a couple of seconds ago, really good play down our right-back channel. Connor Ogilvie's out the stretch to put the ball out for a corner, which we've defended well. And we've now got possession halfway inside the Plymouth half. 49 and a half played, still 1-0 down, but been under the cosh. It's another half chance for the home team. Free kick gets floated into our penalty area. Luke Jeffcott glancing header. Jack Bonham watches it go wide of his far post, but marking not good enough again. Gills are about to make 2 changes. Alex McDonald's the first one. He comes on for young Scott Robertson. And the second one is Big John Akindi, harshly dropped for me. He's replacing Josh Eccles. So it's a complete change in the middle of the park for the Gills. Let's have a look, see if we can work out what the formation would be now. But it's definitely going to be 2 up top. Right, looking at the changes, it looks like it's a 4-4-2 now for Gills, a traditional setup. So the back 4 and goalkeeper remains the same. It then looks like it'll be Alex McDonald and Jordan Graham from the wide areas. Carl Dempsey and Robbie McKenzie will go in as a midfield pairing. And the front 2 is now Big Verdane Oliver and Big John Akindi. Let's hope we can get in the good areas out wide and get some good deliveries into the box at them 2. And try and work our way back into this game with 52 minutes on the clock. Chance for Gills to get a good ball into the box. There's been a foul on Jordan Graham wide on our right-hand side. It's going to be Tommy O'Connor taking this left-footed in swinging. We're just waiting for the referee to sort out the wall. He's got his shaving foam out at the moment. Just wait for this. Referee's just getting into position now. Come on, Tommy, let's have some good delivery. Got some good targets to aim at now. Ogilvie, Oliver, Akindi. Here comes the free kick now. Flat delivery, it's not bad at all. Connor Ogilvie, oh, he's headed it over from 3 yards. It should be 1-1. It's a golden chance for the centre half. It's the best opening of the game for the Gills, and we should be level, but we're not, and we're still 1-0 down. Gills suddenly look a different side with a 4-4-2 set up. We've got people aim at in the box. Verdane Oliver's not isolated when he gets into dangerous areas and wins flicks. Jordan Graham's got into a good area again. Flash one across the face of the box. Still trailing, but probably been the better side the last 5 minutes. Another half chance for the away team, and it's that man Graham again, starting to have more of an influence on proceedings. Stands the defender up like he always does. Digs out across far post. John Akindi challenges, doesn't get a proper connection. Unfortunately, the ball's slightly too high. Verdane Oliver tries to keep it in unsuccessfully, but Gills starting to push Plymouth back a little bit. Still 0-1, 58 played. More good play from the Gills, and again it's Jordan Graham. It's resulted in a corner which Tommy O'Connor's going to take. Let's hope the delivery is good as it was for that recent free kick. Bit of a delay here though, the referee's having a word after a couple of handbags in the 6-yard box. Come on, Tom. Gills have been much better though since the break. 2 changes made a real difference. Here comes delivery, it's good again. Keeper's flat, he's missed it and it's hit Drysdale and the defender and it's rolled agonisingly past the post. Gills should have had at least 1 in this half, perhaps 2. We've got another corner, but oh, how have they got away with that? It's just hit the defender in the chest with Drysdale putting him under pressure. Corner the other side now. Plymouth have smuggled the second set piece away. We've taken a quick throw in on our left-hand side. Jordan Graham's over here now. Cross charge down. We're going to have to go all the way back now because we've got numbers committed. Alex McDonald's gone all the way back. That's the sensible decision to Jack Bonham on the edge of his own box and we can start again. But promising signs from the Gills. Not the best defensively, Plymouth, on the whole this season. You wonder if we can get one, whether we'd go on and win it. But obviously, we need to get that sooner rather than later with 26 left to play. Jordan Graham with yet another good delivery. Verdane Oliver, unfortunately, caught on his heels. Doesn't gamble at the far post. Otherwise, he could have got a header on target. Just hoping that Jordan Graham can see out 90 minutes, because at the moment, he's comfortably our biggest threat in this second period. Jordan Graham's just hit the crossbar with a cross-come shot. I think, well, it's more of a cross. He's trying to float it far post, and it's drifted off the face of the far post, and then the corner has been given off. It's been bundled out on the far side. But if we can keep Jordan Graham on the pitch for the 90 minutes, there's a real chance that we can get something from this game. It's another half chance for Gills. Jordan Graham switched to the left-hand side. It's the same result. He's got the full-back on toast, stands up a good ball. Verdane Oliver gets his head to it, straight at the keeper, unfortunately. One of these has got to go in soon, surely. Still 1-0, 18 plus injury time to play. A rare foray forward for the Pilgrims in this second period. They've earned themselves a corner after some good defending from Connor Ogilvie, so we'll just stay with this. Let's hope that Gills can defend this properly, keep ourselves in the game. Here it comes out, swinging. That's gone very deep. It's gone out of play, actually. The referee signal, it's gone out and come back in. So it's a goal kick for Gills, who I think are ready in Matty Willock. So he's going to get another 15 minutes. Let's hope he can influence the game like he did Tuesday night and hopefully create something in terms of a leveller. No change from the Gills just yet, but two for the home side. Frank Newball, ex-Gills Lone Star, he's come on. But credit to the Gills, they've managed to see off the two centre-forwards that had an influence in the first half. Jeffcott, the goal scorer, and Hardy, who was very good in the first period. They've both been replaced, which I think is a fillip for the Gills back four, who've been decent on the whole, especially second period. They've not switched off at all. Fingers crossed that's not another commentator's curse from me. But 13 minutes plus injury time to play, and Gills are still well in this. Comes that Gills change for the final 10 minutes. Robbie McKenzie's been sacrificed. Matty Willett coming on, so it looks like we're going to be more offensive in the middle of the park. Him and Carl Dempsey will be paired together for this final 10 minutes plus injury time. Let's hope we can have a positive impact. Still 1-0 down. Corner for the Gills. Some good play down our left-hand side involving Alex McDonald, Tom O'Connor and Carl Dempsey. First cross from O'Connor gets cleared. Then a little bit of interplay between him and the skipper. Cross charge down, gone out for our set play, which I'd assume Jordan Graham will come and take. Yes, Jordan Graham is taking it now. Here it comes. It's a good ball. Keeper's flat, but got a good connection. It's fallen for Tom O'Connor. It's ended up in the top tier in the stand behind the goal, unfortunately. Still 1-0 down into the final 10. Fourth officials just signalled 5 minutes injury time at home park. Gills still trying to create things, still trying to make things happen. Jordan Graham's done brilliantly to last 90 minutes. But yeah, I think it's pretty much now or never, isn't it, with injury time remaining and that it. Snapshot from Tommy O'Connor from about 25 yards, just rising over the bar, unfortunately. Good little burst from left-back area from the young left-back. Got it out of his feet. Just looking at the replay, always rising, unfortunately. Minute and a half gone, 3.5 left. Free kick to Gills in a really dangerous area with 2.5 minutes to play. Jordan Graham running on fumes, I think, at the moment. Another drop on the shoulder. Commits the left-back or the centre midfielder who's gone out to cover. Chops him down, literally a yard outside the penalty area. Delivery has got to be good. A certain Jack Bonham has made his way into the opposing penalty area. Just under 2 minutes to go, plus what the referee adds on top of the added time. There's been wasting of time and running down of the clock by the Plymouth players, understandably, with a 1-0 goal lead to protect. But got to fizz this far post. Get it on target. Any touch sends it in past the keeper. Graham and O'Connor over it. We've got to add this on, referee. It's been 45 seconds since the free kick was given. Here it comes now. It's O'Connor. Whipped it in far post. Matty Willock's managed to head it over. It looks like he's in the goal. It's going in, I think. I think Matty Willock's just cleared this off the line. Just looking at the replay now. It's going in. It's going in. The ball is going in. It's clipped the keeper's hand. Matty Willock's on the goal line and he's managed to head it up and over. If not, it's going into the far corner. Still 1-0 down. It's another chance that passes us by. Jordan Graham stands it up, far post again. The header's back into the dangerous area. Verdane Oliver, who's had one of them days in front of goal, shins it over the bar. That might be it. We're into the 6th minute of 5 added on. It's now in the hands of the referee and whether he decides to add on any more on top of the 5 minutes that have already been added. Gills have done everything but equalise this second period. Full-time whistle at home park. It's somehow ended. Plymouth 1, Gillingham 0. Gills have created a raft of chances second period. Connor Ogilvie should score. Free header, 3 yards out, puts it over the top. Matty Willock practically in the goal in injury time. Not sure how he's managed to get it over the crossbar. It's one of the best goal line clearances I've seen in a long, long time. Jordan Graham, superb on his return. Bit of credit to the centre-back Declan Drysdale as well, taking a lot of stick from Gills fans this season. Thought he was really good at the back alongside Connor Ogilvie. Aside from one moment where he stood on the ball, thought he was really, really good. A couple of really good clearances. Was sensible with it as well. Went long when he had to and kept it simple when he needed to as well. Frustrating defeat here in the West Country. It's finished Plymouth Argyle 1, Gillingham 0. Right, as always, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Disappointing to open the new year with a defeat. But as always, please keep liking, subscribing, retweeting and commenting and doing all you do on all of our social media platforms. And until next time, up the Gills.